Welcome to the show. Let's talk with Urvashi. Today we have a master coach, Dr. Ashish Nagar. This broadcast will bring another dimension or another understanding of your life if you pay attention. Because I was ready, I was totally ready to get that information today. This is a very organic and very informative talk about the lifestyle, about the emotional health, about the physical disease, and how our physiology and our emotions are impacting each other for our day-to-day life. So let's explore with Dr. Ashish Nagar, because I cannot say much about it because I want you to listen from him. So here we are going with his contribution today towards the world. These podcasts have different episodes. Please do check all of them. So good morning, Dr. Ashish Nagar. Most welcome to the show. Let's talk with Urvashi.
Thank you so much, Urvashi, for inviting me to the show today.
It's my pleasure to have you. And I know that we don't need introduction from master coach, who is Dr. Ashish Nagar, but the world needs to know about you. So please introduce yourself, that what you want to say about you.
Yes, thank you so much, Urvashi, for giving me this opportunity to get on with you. And this is I hope this is the first time when I might be going to the international audience, and I'm yet to publish any well-known book to author some well-known book, or I'm yet to hit that peak of social media success, that where I have thousands and millions of followers. But I think that the mindset is never a victim of all these things. Mindset is a mindset. And all I wanted with you, when we sit here, all I wanted was to take whatever I have learned with NLP and without NLP in my life. I have a different point of view to look at things, which is developed because of neuro-linguistic programming and many other knowledge bases that I have gone through. And basically, how we approach our life was my inquisitive question. So, hi to all the viewers, and this is Dr. Ashish Nagar, neuro-linguistic programming master coach from India, Ahmedabad. And but I'm always on online since I started my business. Corona just packed me in this little window, and since then I'm just available on this window. So it's fine. It doesn't make a difference whether I'm based in India or I'm based anywhere else. uh, I was a physiotherapist, as you know. You might be knowing Urvashi, as we had
Yeah.
a talk previously, that I'm a physiotherapist by profession. I'm a master's in physiotherapist with musculoskeletal, and I have worked in physiotherapy for almost 18 to 20 years. And this point is the starting point, because always when I was in physiotherapy, I used to think, see, there are patients who are having very normal reports, but they are coming with immense physical pain and physical problems.
Yeah.
On the other side, there are people having, massive reports, but
Mhm.
they are walking down very normally in my clinic. This was one differentiating factor. Then there are some people who get better, but they come back to the clinic. So, it works like seasons. Like it is winter season and they'll come back to the clinic, they'll be in my clinic, and this season doesn't matter. It's not that it's winter. I'm not pointing on to winter. So sometimes what happens, some things start happening in their life and they end up into problems. And when that phase passes from the finished. So all these variations in presentations of patients, actually, it kicked me from inside always. It made me curious that why there should be this variation. What is the point that differentiates this presentation of the people? There was a bank beside us where I was having my setup in a hospital. There was a bank beside me. All the workers in the banks are working in the same place, right? In the
Okay.
same environment. Few people will be having lot of problem. Few people will be just working as if the life is very routine and they are doing nothing. Few of them will be so pathetic that they couldn't even sit on their seats. They used to visit me twice a day also. In the same bank, in the same environment, in the same place, with the same pressures, with the same job profile, people are having physical presentations and variation, relationship variations, social life variations.
Mm-hmm.
All these things made me think one simple thing, Urvashi, that there is some factor that is consistently working, which we are not identifying. We are
So,
identifying health, we are identifying relationships, we are identifying medical care, we are identifying everything else, but we are not identifying one factor that is working in all of us, but we are almost ignoring that factor. Searching this in my physiotherapy career, I switched to neurolinguistic programming.
but how did you realize it? How did you realize at the first point that there is something much more beyond that the normal people are not aware?
See, first thing I should really thank my father for giving me a very good habit of reading. That
Okay.
is, yes, definitely there. And as I always say to you also, Urvashi, whenever we had a talk, whenever we get into conversation, I always tell you that say you are being prepared for what you are doing at this point of time. It's not by chance.
Mm,
So I was already into a habit of reading lot of books. I read lot of self-help books also. And the term, which is tossed is psychosomatic.
yeah.
The term is psychosomatic. So this psychosomatism was always active.
Mm,
So people used to come and tell that, doctors used to tell me that he is having a psychological pain. He is a psychopath. The patient is having a, nothing is seen in his reports. We don't know from where this much pain is coming down. So this particular thing made me really inquisitive. I started asking questions to myself, why there is this difference?
mm.
And then I started searching the answers in literature. So I went to psychosomatic books. I went
Mm.
to books by Dr. Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief. I went through Mind Gut Connection. I went through so many books before I entered neurolinguistic programming.
So,
Talked about health. That actually brought me to this point. That actually made me feel that there is something that is missing out, which we are really not
under
even aware of it in our life. We're
that
just playing through the life without even getting aware of that, okay, this might also be working there. And the missing piece, Urvashi, is only one thing. The missing piece is you are the center of whatever is going around you.
exactly.
We forget we forget that the world is existing, Urvashi, around you because you are existent. The moment your existence is gone, the world is just as it is.
As it is. It's
Doesn't
like
make
it's
any
nothing.
difference. Doesn't make any difference.
So
So
I
what we forget,
also
as
I
simple as
I really want you to focus before we go beyond, because we are like before I even ask you what I want to ask you, you are giving me the answer. So I actually don't have room to ask your question because you already answered me what I was supposed to ask you. But before we go ahead, I really want you to let people know, because most of the people, they are not aware of what is psychosomatic. So
yeah.
would you want to explain them in a simple language, like what is psychosomatic?
Yeah, see, this is a very, very, very much rhyming term, and it sounds so good when somebody says psychosomatism. It's such a good term to hear, and people really feel, yes, I'm having a deep disease when somebody says I'm having a psychosomatic disease. To bring certain facts to your notice, Urvashi, in today's time, as the medical research is progressing, WHO itself has given a report that there is an increase in non-communicable diseases. Previously, there were two types of diseases. Some are known as the communicable diseases. So, communicable diseases are the viral infections and the smallpox and all these diseases which would go around with touch or human contact.
Mm-hmm.
These are known as the communicable diseases. Okay.
Yeah.
Corona is a type of communicable
Communicable.
disease. So
Mm-hmm.
epidemic, it is a type of communicable disease. Non-communicable diseases are blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, cardiac arrest, asthma, thyroid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obesity, right? So these, now, if you go through the statistics, you can just search it on Google. You will see that there is a rise in NCDs, that is non-communicable diseases. And the rise in non-communicable diseases is attributable to three things. First is lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
second is food, eating pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And there are these three things that have changed in humans' life, which is leading to increased physiological stress. Physiological stress means one is psychological stress, that is the stress that comes on your mind. Okay. The other is the stress that comes on your body. Now, let me put this in a understandable way. Fine. Supposing Urvashi, you are working and
Mm-hmm.
you are going to your office in the morning. You are doing everything in the office that is given to you. You are taking that overload and overstress of the job that is coming onto you. There are deadlines in office. There are parameters you need to complete. There is a set of instructions you need to follow. The more you need to take care and become aware of what you are doing in your job, the more you need to focus on it, right? So this needs your effort. This
Mm-hmm.
needs effort.
Yeah.
After your office, you come back to home. You need to focus on your family also. You
Yes.
need to focus on other things in your family also. Fine. Taking care of kids is also something that needs a lot of energy and focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in balancing both these things, normally your lifestyle gets distorted.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just running to the office, working there for 12 hours, coming back home, taking care of home. You sleep when you get to sleep. If the kid is not good, you don't even sleep. Next day,
Yeah.
again, morning you get up, you get into the same cycle, you go to office, you come back, you do all the chores that are important, and this goes on and on and on. And gradually, that starts putting some stress on your system. The
Exactly.
body is a system.
Yeah.
This is where everything starts going deviated. So what happens once your body is going and undergoing some stress, there will be some changes that will take place.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You agree with me? There will be
Yeah.
some changes that will take place because the body has to cope up with this extra load that is coming inside. So how these changes take place? You start like eating more, you start
Mm-hmm.
like drinking less water,
Mm-hmm.
you become, how does body avoid this stress? It makes you sick. It
Yeah.
simply, I'm putting it very simply, the body will find out way to relieve this stress. How do you relieve the stress? Verbally.
Exactly.
Verbally by
Yeah.
abusing, exploding, aggression,
Yeah.
anger. Verbally you can get relief, right?
Yeah.
Or non-verbally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Non-verbally, headache, back pain.
Mm.
Do you know 97% of the low back pains are mechanical back pains? They are not related to spine or disc or no. You can search this data
Yeah. But
to
I
find
would
out.
I would love you to explain it. That what is
So
mechanical? Mechanical
see,
back pain.
mechanical back pain is the routine back pain which we feel in our day-to-day life.
Okay.
97% of people, when they get up in the morning, they feel a slight stiffness and a little bit of pain in their backs.
Okay.
Routine.
Mm-hmm.
Routine, you feel that. You feel some pain in your upper back, you feel some pain in your neck, you feel some headaches, right?
Yeah.
If you go to the medical facility, they will say you are having migraine.
Mm.
If you go to the medical facility, they will make you do your test and MRI and CT scan and everything they'll do, and
Mm.
they'll give it a name that you are having a sleep disc,
Yeah.
right? If you are having a pain going down from your back to your leg, they will say you are having a sciatica. So see, there are so lucrative names in medical field na, that they will just put a tag on you. They just put a tag over here. They don't understand that a person who is doing a sedentary job, you are going to office and sitting for 12 hours, you are coming home and you are not doing any heavy weight lifting,
Mm-hmm.
and one day suddenly one morning you end up into acute back pain and the doctor says slip disc.
Yeah.
It has been proven, it is written in the books that slip disc doesn't occur that easily. If it would have been so easy, every child jumping on a reef or jumping on the slide would get a slip disc.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that easy. See, I'm a physiotherapist.
Yeah.
I understand the formation of the disc and how that material is placed inside and how it is connected. I know that physiology very, very well. It's not that easy that your disc, today morning you get up, your disc is out of the place.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow morning you get up, the disc is again in the. It's not that easy. It's not your cushion that you are sitting on.
Yeah.
There are so many things in the body. One fine morning you got up and you got some knee pain,
Mm.
and the doctor will say you that okay, there is degeneration in your knee
Mm.
because you are above 40 years of age. My question always when I was a physio at that time also was, did the degeneration take place in one night?
Yeah. Good question.
I was not having pain yesterday.
Mm.
I'm working since last 10 years. I was not having any pain.
Mm.
Suddenly, one morning at the age of 43, I wake up and I feel some pain. And that
Okay.
pain goes for a week or something. And then you undergo your MRI, CT scan, X-ray,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc., etc. And there are three diagnoses which you will get. First diagnosis, you are having low levels of vitamin B12. Second diagnosis, you are having low level of calcium.
Mm-hmm.
Third diagnosis, you are having degenerative changes in your knee joint. Can you develop degenerative changes in one single night or one week in your knee? It's not possible. Degeneration is wear and tear. Wear and tear takes time. What I mean to explain here, I don't want to get into medical terms. You just pushed me in that zone. Sorry for that, Urvashi. Let me come back to what zone we were talking about. What I mean to tell you is so many complaints in our body are because of the day to day stress that we are not able to manage. We are not able to give the appropriate meal and the appropriate type of nutrition that the body needs.
Mm.
We are not maintaining time of the food that we are giving to the body.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
is no schedule for that. We are not maintaining that schedule. We are not maintaining type of nutrition. We are not maintaining time of nutrition. We are not maintaining quality of nutrition. First things first.
Yeah.
We are just eating whatever because once you are hungry,
Mm.
you will eat whatever is in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'll not sit and think, okay, let me prepare some veggie salad or let me prepare some vegan meal. You don't have time for that. You don't have to, when you're hungry, you cannot go on cutting the vegetables and preparing a salad or other. Would you feel of doing that? No. So what do? You go
Eat.
to you go to McD, you order a double cheeseburger, and you just grab it, and that's over. And within no time, the burger is nowhere. And then there is one more burger, and then there is one more burger in the because they are giving it cheap.
Yeah.
It's only $5, $10, $15 per burger. You just go on consuming it. What I mean to say, are you understanding, Urushi, that number one is no time for nutrition, no schedule for nutrition, no quality in the nutrition. Point number one. Point number two, no time for exercise,
Mm-hmm.
no time for giving physical activity to the body,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, if you want, you know this thing, Uroshi, very well, that a machine that is not in use needs more maintenance than a machine that is in use.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
You are stressing your body continuously. You are using it day in, day out, morning to evening. But are you getting it serviced? No.
No.
You don't get it serviced. What do? You keep on using your car without getting the normal regular service that is required. When there is a complaint, you take the car to the mechanic, and the mechanic will tell you these things are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an option then getting it corrected. Is there any other option? No.
No.
But you don't forget this that if you get your car regularly serviced, if you maintain your car, that is the term is maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
We go for AMC, annual maintenance contract. If you
Mm.
maintain your car, the the other damage to the car will be at the least. Same is with the body. If you maintain your body, the damage that this workload is causing will be very minimal.
Yeah.
So the whole problem that I summarize is, the first things first is, now you will ask me, you might ask me this question as I go beyond, your next question might be, I'm just foresighting this question, that Ashish sir, everything is fine, but the life that we live, what is the other option I have?
Yeah. Okay.
If I am here, if I am a software engineer, if I am a lab worker, if I am a physiotherapist, if I'm doing any job, in that
Mm.
case, any identity that is with me,
Mm.
I need to work for 40 hours per week. That
Mm.
is, I need to do that. I don't have an option.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take care of my family if I am married. I need to
Mm.
take care of my kids if I am a parent.
Mm.
I need to balance everything, right?
Mm.
And I'm doing all the routine things that I need to do. Then why is my body going into stress? Question.
Exactly. True.
If we are not made for doing all these things, then for what we are made to? Are we only made to enjoy weekends?
Exactly.
This is
True.
not a weekend body. This
Yeah.
is a this is a machine. It needs to work, right?
Yeah.
So then why it is going into stress?
My question at this point
Yeah,
is this stress is self-created, or it is we're catching it from the outside world?
exactly. Now you literally turned what I said, you re-question it, and you have turned my pointer now to the right place.
So this is my kind request to all the viewers. If you are looking forward for this kind of conversation with the particular guest, please do comment that what kind of questions or what kind of awareness we should bring it up here, what kind of uh, conversation we should hold that can help every one of us in day-to-day life. What should we focus more on, the relationship issues or mental health or physical health or social issues? Please do let us know, because we have so much to share with all of the world. We have so much to request your opinion, that what kind of awareness we needed, because we all of us are going through the same journey. We have pain, we have misery, we have happiness, we have excitement, we have all the emotions around. What kind of help we need in which area, that we all have to figure it out with each other. So please do let us know, reach me out in that could help you and me in every way of life. And it will really help me to invite those kind of guests who can come and help us to flow, to flourish in this life. Let's help each other out to reach that vision and mission which I'm holding, because I am trying to create, my team is trying to create, because we are trying to create the blissful life, that community where every life is blissful, because we are trying to take every life to reach to the next level. So let's join us, let's make it happen today.